Hello Vagabonds, today we're playing Payday 2 and I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how to complete the car shop mission while playing on the Death Wish difficulty. Let's start off by taking a look at the loadout we're going to need. Like most stealth missions, we want to make sure our concealment stat is as high as possible, which means our detection level should be as low as possible. Mine is at 3, which is as low as it goes. Apart from that, select body bags as your equipment and make sure your guns are silenced. Now, let's take a look at the skills we'll need. Setting up a skill tree for the car shop mission is incredibly easy. Just head on over to the Ghost section and select all options available in the Shinobi tree. Specifically, make sure you have the Cleaner skill Ace so 2 body bag cases can be placed, and make sure you have the Nimble skill so you're capable of applying a camera loop. I'd also recommend you pick up Duck and Cover and Parkour from the Artful Dodger tree, since speed is vital for the last part of this mission. Feel free to spend the rest of your points wherever you want, as nothing else really matters. Now, let's take a look at the job overview screen before we start the mission. Car Shop is a straightforward mission that gives us no options on how it will play out. What you can do if you feel so inclined is to buy additional dumpsters and body bags on the assets menu. It doesn't hurt to have them if you got extra money lying around, but they're not a necessity either. Alright, we're ready to start the mission. Let's go!
Park up here. Alright, there it is. Let's do this.
Here we are, Toyer Automotive. Before we begin, let's take a look at our objectives. Step 1. Locate the manager and take his keycard. As Bane will constantly remind us, we're looking for a middle-aged balding man in a black suit. It's this guy. He can be found in one of 7 locations that I will quickly go through. He can be found in the 2nd floor seating area, the 2nd floor staff office, the meeting room, the printer room, the single office, talking to customers, or lastly, constantly roaming throughout the building. Once we've eliminated the manager and obtained his keycard, it's on to the next step. Step 2. Identify the IT technician and hack his or her computer. To do this, we take our newly acquired keycard and use it to enter the manager's office. Once inside, we'll find a large whiteboard with the name of the IT person written on it. Don't forget this name, as we now need to search the staff offices looking for that person's computer. Each cubicle will have an employee's name written on it, so at this point, it's only a matter of finding the right one. Once found, we hack the computer and guard the room until it has completed. Step 3. Plant the explosives. This part of the mission requires us to return to the van, grab the explosives, and then plant them. It's the easiest part of the mission and a great time to take a breather before the difficult finale. Step 4. The getaway. With the bombs planted, we must now quietly make our way back into the building and into the storage room where the car keys will be found. The moment the keys are grabbed, we've got 1 minute and 45 seconds to grab a car, race through the underground, park the car in a shipping container, and get to the exit van. There's very little room for error during this stretch, but if we pull it off, the mission has been completed. Alright, we're ready to do the full walkthrough for those who want to see it. So, the first thing we're going to do is enter the building and look for the storage room. Just for the record, I will be speeding up time during certain segments where not much is happening. For example, I have to wait for guards to pass or things of that nature. So the storage room can be either here or upstairs, and in this instance it's over here. So we know that for later on. That's where the keys will be. Next step is getting out of here. I'm going to enter through the right side over here. You can either go on the left side or the right side, but you always want to go on the right side. The reason for this is that to go on the left side, you have to enter up a spiral staircase, and there's usually going to be a guard positioned at the bottom of it. And there's no point in wasting a pager on that guard there, because you'd have to kill him. So we go in through the right side, and we don't have to kill anyone, no casualties. What you will have to do, however, likely, is wait for the guard down here is wandering around. You might have to wait for him to move. That is what I'm doing right now.
Guard, careful.
Yep. Just pointing him out, waiting for him to move.
Looks like the manager is losing a bit on
So once he's out of the way,
for a balding guy.
you can run over to these cars for cover. No matter where guards are, they always provide good cover. And then you're going to go in through this door. Sometimes it'll be locked. If that's the case, just lockpick it. Not a big deal. And now we apply camera loop. This is where that skill is very necessary. Once that's done, we pick this door here. Slowly. Okay, so we don't want to open that door there because that'll change the guard pattern. And it'll make them use this stairwell here. We don't want them to do that. So we're going to pick this lock or shoot it open, whichever one you want. And then we're going to deploy our body bags. We will we'll grab one to make sure we have the max at all times. And we're going to look for the manager. As you can see, there's a lady sitting there. So I'm speeding up time here. I'm waiting for a moment where I can take her out, because she will be problematic if we leave her there. She'll see things that she's not supposed to see. So I'm waiting for the guards to move, and then I see my moment to strike. I take it. It wasn't perfect. Someone notices something in the background, but not enough that I am caught. So I grab her, and I am going to put her at the top of the stairwell. Why? Because it's the perfect place. Guards never come up here. It will never be seen. Going to grab another bag. Make sure I'm always at the max. Just in case. You always want to be prepared. So we're speeding up time a bit here again. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to kill this guard here. He didn't see me, but I chose to kill him intentionally because that means one less guard that's wandering around. It's a risky maneuver, and it's something you have to decide on a case-by-case basis whether it's something you want to do. Because as you can imagine, you lose one pager, and that means that that's one less pager? Yeah, one less pager basically. So anyway, we take our guy here. We put him back with the other lady. Fill up again. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out that office room over there where the computers are. You can see there's a man sitting in there. We're going to need to check this room later on, so I'm just going to speed up everything up. We're going to take the man, we're going to put the body there. We're going to go grab the woman, we're going to put the body in our spot. This is what you're probably going to have to do. You're going to have to clear up civilians. They're all over the place. Guards are all over the place. So we continue our pursuit of the manager here. As before, there's a lot of patience that's required in any stealth mission. So we wait for the guard to pass. We're going to open the door. At this point, I actually don't know where the manager is. I'm still looking. This room right here is where the storage room can be if it's not downstairs. And I found the manager. He's in the printer room. Perfect spot. So I grab the key card. I'm going to bag him. And I'm going to throw the body in this room over here. As long as it's positioned perfectly in the corner, no civilians or guards will see it as they're walking by. Just make sure it's firmly in the corner there. The next step is to get into the manager's office and look for the IT technician's name. I shimmy in over here. We look at the board here. Donald Alexander is the name of our employee. That name is going to change with each new playthrough. It's not going to be Donald Alexander every time. So I'm going to speed up time again as I wait for a moment to leave this room. You've got to be careful. It's a tough spot. Okay, so now I'm in the cubicle room, or office room. Each cubicle will have a name attached to it, and we are looking for the name that matches the name on the board. So we're looking for Donald Alexander. Going through it one by one, and if it's not up here, that means it's in the downstairs office room. And as you can see, we didn't find it, which means that's where it is, unfortunately. So we make our way downstairs now. Careful as always. Get by over here. While you can go through this door down here, I don't recommend it because as before, as I mentioned, it changes the guard pattern, but it's also a tough area to get across the main showroom because there are guards and civilians all over the place. So what I like to do is I go outside, I run to the wall, I stay low, and I just cling to the wall. The guards will not see you if you do this. No matter what you do, just stay low and cling to the wall. Speed time up a bit here just to show you it's not a concern. I mean, they may notice you a little bit, but as long as you don't move and you stay low, you'll be perfectly fine. So just like on the other side, you're going to do the camera loop, and then you're going to pick the lock. Opening this door will change the guard pattern, so they will use the stairwell on the other side now, but there's not much we can do about that. So this is the downstairs computer room. Once again, we are looking for the name on the cubicle, Donald Alexander. Fittingly for this tutorial, it happened to be the last name I saw that was not set up. It just happened to be that way. So we see Donald Alexander here. We're going to hack the computer. Now it's just a waiting game. I think there's a minute and a half you have to wait while Bane figures everything out and hacks it. What I'll do is I'll go show you just on the computer. As you can see, there's 85 seconds left. So you need to guard this room. The reason for this is sometimes guards and civilians will be alerted when they see the hacking. I don't quite understand exactly how it works because sometimes they seem to be alerted and other times they're not. And in this playthrough you can see that there are guards in the room but they're not being alerted. Works perfectly for us. So Bane finished the hack and now we need to get back out to the van in front. So we enter the same way we came in. Or exit the same way we came in, I should say.
Look out, guard.
Once again, cling to the wall and all's good.
Watch out, guard.
Wave at this guard here and then we'll speed up time and get by. Okay, at this point we want to be very careful because there's going to be civilians walking on the sidewalk non-stop and we don't want to ruin all our progress because we haphazardly run out into the road. So there will also be a guard out here, you have to be aware of him. Anyway, just be very careful when you're getting across to the van here, make sure there are no civilians, pick a moment and then run for it. So I'm going to speed up time again and wait for the moment, my moment. Okay, I found it, I run across, I'm at the van, I pick up the explosives. This part is very easy, hassle free, you don't have to worry about being seen. Just run over to the area where that's marked, and you're going to plant each explosive one by one. There are 4 areas. So we will speed things up. Plant them one by one. Done.
I'll set these off remotely. Now get back to
Okay, so this is the last part. We have to get back to the storage room now. Then we're ready to rock. Like before, be careful of civilians when you're running back in. To get to the storage room, you can go any way you want. At this point, it doesn't really matter. You'll see here that I tried to go in through this door over here.
Guard.
Only to discover that there are guards utilizing the stairwell all over the place. And I decide it's probably better off to go through the other door on the other side, less risky. So as usual, I cling to the wall, and back we go to the other door.
Watch out, guard.
Speed things up out here a bit. Gotta wait for the guards to get out of the way. Then I'm in the computer room, once again waiting for guards to move. There's one more guard over there, standing in the showroom. Once he's gone, I pick the lock.
Watch out.
Take a look out, he's still standing there. And now I can see the storage room in my sights.
Look out, guard.
This is a big room, there are going to be guards everywhere. So if your storage room is on the ground floor like it is here, make sure you have a perfect moment and then you're going to make a mad dash towards it. Open it. And this part's very important. The moment you pick the keys, you have to run towards your car as fast as you can. You don't have a second to spare. So you're going to unlock the car, and then you're going to press the button again to drive in it. The moment you're in it, you're going to drive straight forward through the hole that you created. And now you are in the underground tunnel. If you have never done this mission before, I highly advise you to do it on a lower level so you get the hang of the driving and the course down here, because you really have no room for error. If you do a perfect run, then maybe you'll have 7 or 8 seconds left, and that's going at basically max speed. So try at a lower level if you've never done it before. Otherwise, you're going to lose and you're going to be very disappointed with yourself. So I'm going to speed up time here once again until we get to the exit. Hear a nice little buzzing noise in the background. That's how all cars should sound. Now we're at the exit. You can see my time is ticking down. There are 4 containers here. You can park it in any one you want. The moment you get it in, you want to run out and get to the van as fast as you can. If there's time remaining on the clock, you've done it. You beat Car Shop. Everybody's happy. Congratulations. That's all there is to it. Hey guys, if you enjoyed that video and you want to see similar ones like it in the future, go ahead and click that big red subscribe button. And thanks for watching.